a small asteroid named Bennu may collide with our Earth on September 24, 2182. And according to recent predictions by NASA, this asteroid Bennu has a probability of colliding with our Earth as high as 11,750. The average diameter of this asteroid is 492 meters. Its diameter is comparable to the tallest freestanding steel tower in the world, which is 443 meters, similar in size to the Tokyo Skytree. If Bennu collides with Earth, it could release energy equivalent to 24 times the most powerful nuclear weapon ever, reaching 12,000 megatons. Can Earth escape a collision with Bennu? Has NASA taken appropriate measures to prevent or mitigate such a collision event? Today, let's unveil through a scientific perspective whether in the future our Earth will really suffer a collision with Bennu. If Bennu does collide with Earth, will it bring unimaginable consequences to our human living environment? What unimaginable consequences will it bring? Firstly, asteroids were formed 4.6 billion years ago, when the solar system was formed. The resulting rock remnants, most of the asteroids, come from the main asteroid belt in the solar system. This asteroid belt is located between Mars and Jupiter. When these asteroids orbit around the Sun, their orbits are usually elliptical, or highly flattened. Asteroids often exhibit irregular rotation and tumbling, and travel through space. In the solar system, there are over 1 million asteroids existing, since most asteroids are close to Jupiter. And Jupiter, being a gas giant, has a strong gravitational pull. Under this gravitational force, these asteroids' movements in space become unstable, causing them to fly in a random manner. Sometimes, they may come into the inner regions of our solar system, even into the region within Earth's orbit. Moreover, scientists have long been aware of the existence of meteors and asteroids, but it wasn't until 2013, when a meteor struck Russia's Ural Mountains, that people truly began to realize the potential threat they could pose. This sudden meteor impact resulted in at least 500 injuries, and caused shockwaves that shattered numerous windows and buildings. The diameter of that meteor reached 18 meters, and weighed 9,100 tons. If a small asteroid 27 times larger than the Russian meteor were to collide with Earth, what would happen? It is obvious that the impact would be enormous, possibly leading to continental separation, and permanently altering the Earth's landscape. NASA has already confirmed that the Bennu asteroid could potentially collide with Earth in 2182. Although the current collision probability is 1 in 11,750, the possibility still exists. Although it may sound like the risk of Bennu colliding with Earth is low, the risk is still present. But in reality, its collision probability is equivalent to finding a particularly precious gemstone is twice as likely, or more than 5 times the chance of being hit by a car. No matter how small the probability of these events happening, these events do happen. Although Bennu asteroid only causing the extinction of dinosaurs, 120 times the size of an asteroid, but it is still powerful enough to destroy multiple cities and leave behind a huge crater with a diameter of 6,500 meters. Due to many years, Bennu asteroid has been a threat to the Earth's environment. So scientists from NASA have been closely monitoring this issue. NASA even sent a spacecraft to collect samples from the surface of the Bennu asteroid to help scientists understand the composition of the asteroid. This sample collection task is carried out by the OSIRIS-REx probe. The mission started in September 2016, traveled to the Bennu asteroid for a 2-year cruise. Then in December 2018, entered orbit around the asteroid. The appearance time of the Bennu asteroid is much longer than the existence of humans. This discovery has allowed scientists the opportunity to study samples from the Bennu asteroid and obtain more information about the solar system from it. It is precisely because of Bennu and the potential impact risk posed by the asteroid that it has become one of the most interesting research subjects for scientists. The main goal of this mission is to provide insights into the origin of the universe and answer a series of questions about the formation of Earth, the source of the atmosphere, the origin of water, and the source of organic molecules that make up life on Earth, among other important questions. The probe on its way to the Bennu asteroid spent 2 years conducting global mapping, during which mapping of the surface of the Bennu asteroid was carried out, until the mission team was able to determine a safe landing site and collect soil samples. Once the mission team identified a suitable landing site, OSIRIS-REx. The probe will land on the Bennu asteroid and place these samples into the spacecraft returning to Earth. When the nitrogen was released onto the surface of the Bennu asteroid to collect samples from the Bennu asteroid. But when the probe actually touched the surface of the asteroid, the surface unexpectedly separated like a liquid. Unexpected situations arose. The equipment sank into the surface of the Bennu asteroid to push surface debris and dust into the sample collection chamber and enter the sample collection chamber. But landing on the Bennu asteroid was not as simple. However, when the probe actually touched the asteroid's surface, the surface unexpectedly separated like a liquid, causing the probe's equipment to sink into the Bennu asteroid's surface. When the gas was released, the device sinks into the surface of the asteroid Bennu. The probe's disk had already inserted 10 centimeters deep into the Bennu asteroid's surface, had already inserted into the surface of the Bennu asteroid, depth 10 centimeters. The gas pressure. A crater with a diameter of about 8 meters was created. The gas release also caused material on the surface to be ejected in all directions, including towards the sample collection chamber. Sample collection task. The minimum required sample quantity for stowage is 60 grams. However, due to the probe making brief contact with the surface of Bennu, encountered some unexpected situations. The probe successfully collected 300 grams of samples and implanted them into the sample container. At the same time, when OSIRIS-REx returned to Earth on September 24, 2023, researchers discovered that the samples from Bennu contained a large amount of water. The samples from Bennu contained a significant amount of water, which was trapped in minerals like clay. The team of researchers claimed that by examining the isotopes in the samples from Bennu, they found that these samples appeared different from any other material found in meteorite collections in the past. This discovery was exciting. After all, this is the first time scientists have directly come into contact with samples from the Bennu asteroid. The collection of samples from the Bennu asteroid is indeed a significant scientific achievement, but due to the samples floating in space for a long time, they may have been contaminated by other space rocks. Therefore, scientists find it difficult to determine the exact source of the samples. OSIRIS. The mission of the OSIRIS-REx probe is to track the movement trajectory of the Bennu asteroid. By monitoring Bennu's orbit, scientists can assess whether the Earth is under potential collision threat. According to early analysis, the Bennu asteroid will approach Earth again in 2135. If this happens, due to the influence of Earth's gravity, its orbit will be altered to the extent that it may collide with our Earth. But the threat is far from over. Scientists have calculated that the Bennu asteroid will pass through 26 gravitational zones. Any gravitational area will alter its orbit to align with Earth's orbit. In this scenario, the Bennu asteroid is said to collide with Earth on September 24, 2182, with the highest chance of impacting Earth. However, in 2021, NASA revised this prediction and announced after further analysis, the Bennu asteroid faces two of the most dangerous gravitational areas. In these two areas, either one could potentially align with Earth's orbit, thereby increasing the risk of collision with Earth. If a collision occurs, will Earth face an apocalypse? Therefore, scientists are considering several methods to alter the orbits of those dangerous comets and asteroids in order to prevent them from colliding with Earth. One proposed solution is kinetic impact. This technique requires sufficient force to impact the asteroids and change their orbits around the Sun, so that it no longer collides with Earth. However, for small asteroids made up of loose piles of rubble, mobilizing kinetic impactors may not work. Another idea is using gravity tractor deflection method for asteroids. In this technique, the probe will move with the movement of the space rock. Continuously monitor and study its properties in orbit. PILOTAUTOCHART manual op autochart waveform active online optical remote EXP. Waveform 109 Troj manual op autochart active pilot Kali V. This method can last for several months or even years to have a more comprehensive understanding of space rocks, their properties and behavior. As time goes by, the probe's gravity will change the asteroid's orbit, redirecting it onto a new path away from Earth. There seems to be a typing error in this sentence as it does not make sense in English. There seems to be a typing error in this sentence as it does not make sense in English. However, since both of these techniques have not been tested yet, we cannot determine if they are effective. And we also have another technique to defend against the most dangerous moments. The rocks heading towards Earth. That is a nuclear bomb. We can design a rocket with a warhead in a relatively short period of time, launched from a conventional launch pad. By detonating near the asteroid, nuclear bomb can generate enough force to alter its orbit without directly interacting with the asteroid itself. Interacting with each other. This method can effectively reduce damage to the asteroid and lower the potential threat to Earth. So do you believe that we humans have the ability in the future to alter the Bennu asteroid and prevent this apocalyptic disaster for Earth? Share your different opinions and views in the comments section. Thank you all for watching and paying attention patiently. See you next time.